Hey guys, Mike's Gettin Greasy Garage, and I want to show you something here. So, this is one of the struts off the wrecked Z car that somebody had put together at some point. They added these spacers, which apparently when you do a V8 swap on these 260Zs, because of the extra weight of the motor, you put these spacers in and it changes the roll center of the front end. That's all I know. Maybe if somebody knows more about these, they can put it in the comments. But I took all this stuff apart, both to clean up the brakes and everything. And there's already did the video about the upgraded brakes. But I started looking at everything, and I found a ball joint's loose in there. And that ball joint is seized up and there's no boot, and that's an original ball joint. Shouldn't turn in there like that. And as you can see, the shaft is turning in the plate. That's a taper fit. So let's go ahead and zap these bolts out. Let's see what we find. Okay, trying to do this one-handed. So, there's our spacer. Okay, first thing I noticed right out of the gate, there ain't no Loctite on them bolts. I don't know if they require it, but I would have put it on there, especially when you put aluminum in between two steel components. I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not, the movement in there, but that's finger tight and there's no cotter pin. So this stuff came off of a wrecked car, and I kind of wonder if having a seized up ball joint, this loose, things like that, didn't unload the suspension when they were hot rodding around. I mean, it does have the car did have a 302 in it, and they don't weigh that much, but that's just scary. This stuff is going on the 260 that I'm building for my dad to be driving around, hot rodding around in. And I always take things apart and check them out anyway, but I'm taking everything apart on this car and checking it. I mean, that's just everything wrong about that. No cotter pin. When I took the front rotor and everything off, there was no cotter pin on the castle nut that holds the wheel bearings on. So I don't know if somebody was in a hurry, they didn't know what they were doing. I don't know any history on this car. This was a car that was bought at a Copart auction, and I took everything off and stripped the body down and cut the body up just to use the components. So if you don't know the parts that you're getting, or they're used parts, I would certainly tear it apart. And when I put this back together, of course, I'll put a new ball joint in. I'll torque it to specification. I'll put a cotter pin in. And then when I put the spacer and everything back on, I'll certainly be putting Loctite on the bolts. This is suspension stuff. This stuff comes apart, it can kill somebody. So I just thought you guys might like to see what I found there. Kind of sketches me out. So I'm going to take everything else apart, and I have to take it apart anyway, because like I say, I want to paint all this stuff up, clean it all up. They didn't clean anything when they started putting stuff like this in. Obviously they just hit it with a little bit of spray paint, but yeah, kind of sketchy. So anyway guys, back to work I go. So thanks for watching. If you would, please hit that thumbs up on the video, like, share, comment, subscribe if you're not, and thanks for watching. Stay greasy, my friends.